So, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar talking about streamlining and future-proofing your B2B ordering with SwiftCloud. I can ask you to advance the slide, Jim. So my name is Danusha Jolliffe, and I'm the Marketing and Customer Services Director here at T-Vision. I'll be looking after the questions that come in, anything chat that comes through, and I'll be stopping Jim accordingly to ask him any of your questions. As always, the webinar will be available on demand afterwards, and we can send that through as well as any slides if anybody would like to learn more. I'm now going to pass over to Jim, and you can carry on. And as I said, I'll just monitor the chat for you. Thanks, Jim.
Well, good afternoon. Sorry for the last little delay on that, just checking the audio. So I'm Jim, and welcome to the SwiftCloud demo. This is a summary SwiftCloud demo of the main feature sets and benefits, and you can sign up for the full customized demo as well. So I'm going to start off with a quick introduction to us, and then I'll go on to show you the platform working live, and you can see where it might fit into your business. So what is SwiftCloud? SwiftCloud is a business-to-business ordering platform that enables your customers to order conveniently and easily via an app or a web portal. It replicates the complexities of business-to-business. That's per customer complex pricing, per customer delivery terms, per customer product visibility, for example. And it's an integrated solution with your business system. And we have innovative 9 modules at the moment that we're constantly developing SwiftCloud with. Adventurous is the name of the company. SwiftCloud is the platform which we've developed. It's been around since 2012, and we're based out of Huddersfield in West Yorkshire. We're already working with well over 200 businesses. These are just 50 of them on the screen there for you, just to show you that it works across a breadth of sectors and is configurable as well. But actually, over 60% of our customer base is actually the food and drink sector businesses. In fact, here's around 50 or so of the drinks companies as well. That we're working with, and we see some of the highest returns on investment and uptake in that particular sector, in food and drink in particular. And we're well versed with the food and drink sector. We understand the feature sets that businesses like that need, but it does work across different sectors. We get a lot of tremendous feedback from customers who are using the platform, and there's a genuine return on investment with the platform. AG Bar saw a 10% increase in average basket spend simply by launching SwiftCloud. Dealer Drinks contacted us to say orders via the app are now 41% higher in value than any other method of receiving orders. And these are typical of what we see. A recent drinks alcohol company posted on LinkedIn that orders in the first few weeks of launching SwiftCloud are 18% higher in basket spend as well. I do like to point out that on the app side of the offering of SwiftCloud, it's a custom branded app downloadable as your company from the various app stores. This is not a website framing itself to fit on a mobile device, which typically gets around 10 or 15% uptake with your customer base. And we delve into that in the longer demo in a bit more detail. But quite simply, the uptake with the SwiftCloud app is exponentially higher. Now, with one bit of integration work at the beginning, you've got a suite of 9 modules you can pick and choose from according to the needs of the business. We have the customer-facing mobile app, and in your sector, if your customers are not permanently sat behind a computer desk all day, then by far the app is what they will gravitate towards. Even if they say, oh, we'd love a web portal, what they mean is they want a better way of engaging with you, and they'll gravitate towards the app. We also offer a desktop-based version of SwiftCloud at a fraction of the cost of some of these charges that are out there for B2B solutions. A sales manager app as well for your sales guys out and about on the road, allowing them to place orders on behalf of customers in their own device, if you like, access information, and offer deals and discounts, etc., if that's what we allow. And push notifications, those banner messages that we're so familiar with, communicating relevant offers, promotions, or information to your customers. Those are the 4 main modules. Then we have other modules which are based around specific needs, a telesales portal, a retail module if you wanted to reach out to non-account holders, a quotations module for traded materials and the prices fluctuating, email ordering capture. Many businesses, especially in the food and drink sector, receive orders via third-party procurement platforms which have to be manually typed in. That module there automates that process and eliminates the manual entry of email orders that come into you. And purchase order authorization, where you can have an authorization process at your customer side. Maybe bar staff are placing orders, but the owner of the business likes to authorize them, or somebody at head office physically sends you the order. I'm going to focus on the main 4 modules that you see at the top today. Mobile usage for B2B buyers overtook desktop and laptop back in 2016, and we see independent reports reflecting what we see within our customer base, with genuine sales increase that we see across our customer base for launching SwiftCloud. So it pays for itself in many different ways. With the platform, of course, you get to define your logo, splash screen, color schemes, etc., according to your own branding. And that's really important. Your customers are engaging with you and your brand, not a third-party platform. And it's natively built for iOS, natively built for Android, meaning it's a flawless experience regardless of the device that your customers might be using. And that's really important in the B2B world. How something works is really important. I won a client just a few weeks ago because the incumbent solution's so-called barcode scanning feature took an inordinate number of seconds to bleep and actually scan the barcode. And that's how discerning B2B customers are. If it's clunky, they won't use it. But when it works like SwiftCloud does, they gravitate towards it and you get the benefits, of course. So nipping across to the backend admin portal of SwiftCloud to say that it's a fully integrated solution. So there's nothing to manage in SwiftCloud. This is the admin portal, what you might see internally in the business. And we'll obviously get this set up for you and integrated from day one. So you could just carry on managing your business as you are. And the changes you make there are automatically reflected in SwiftCloud. If you change the price for a customer, or stock levels change, or you discontinue the product, you would just do it where you're doing it now. It'll automatically reflect itself in SwiftCloud. Similarly, when your customers or salespeople place orders, those orders with the integration can go straight through to pick, pack, and dispatch, perhaps if that's what your next process is, without the need of any manual input or intervention, because SwiftCloud offers 100% of the time the correct pricing, the correct availability, the correct delivery options, and the correct product visibility on a per customer basis. SwiftCloud is a ground-up B2B platform. We're not retail solution developers trying to shoehorn in B2B features. We've worked in industry, which is why we have the feature sets working in the way that they do. One of the things that sets us apart from any kind of competition, if there was one of the features is that we can replicate any pricing structure. So regardless of complexity of pricing, discount structures, pallet bills, quantity breaks, truck bills, etc., SwiftCloud will replicate your per customer pricing.
Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in terms of that pricing, so that also assumes that any promotions for a specific period of time can also be incorporated. I was asked a question.
Yes, absolutely. So it can pull through promotions if you're already doing them in your main system. And I was just about to show you that you can even build promotions in the back end of SwiftCloud if you want. The beauty of that being you can target them right down to a specific individual buyer in an individual company. So only they get to see or have access to that promotion. All kinds of different promotions. You can create customer groups, product groups, time limited offers, unit limited offers as well. You might say, hey, let this customer group know we've got 10 of these and just for today it's 50% off. And as the units disappear or the time ends, the promo automatically concludes. You can do clever multi-buys as well, like, hey, buy 3 items from this group of products. You can manually choose something free from this other group of products or make something mandatory. Buy 3 items as long as one is X. So you're moving away from data entry tasks and actually creating engaging experiences for your customers, enticing them to buy products which they really should be buying from you. Let's pick up random products here. Obviously, we'd import your product information from the variety of your sources. It doesn't all necessarily have to be on the ERP system. SwiftCloud's got a powerful conversion factor tool, so it can do split boxes, part cases, individual unit sales, powerful barcode scanning feature. That doesn't mean to say you need to be using barcoding in the business, but rather that simply your products have barcodes or QR codes assigned to them, enabling the handheld device to be used as a scanning tool. And a media library, which I'm going to show you, so your customers can access PDFs, brochures, nutritional information, allergy information, and we can even pull that through from third-party sources like Eridus if you're signed up to them. SwiftCloud can handle multiple dispatch depots and locations, show availability if you want across different depots, and has a really simple, powerful feature to get your customers on board where the system checks that they're authorized to buy generates a password, emails it to them. They just simply copy and paste that in, and that's it. They're ready to place orders on you according to the terms already set out in the business. So that's where I'm going to pick up now with the live demo. So hopefully you can see my app on your screen. I use the software to put my device up on there. Good. So I've got this in my hand here. Perhaps your customers would get an email, obviously branded as your own. This is Piper's Chris. Tells them what they can do, place orders 24/7, etc. Link to the various app or web portal conveniently, and then there's the username and password. So I'm just going to use one of my demo accounts here. Obviously, you have a splash screen, but you also have a welcome offer screen, which you can configure, and you can have special information there or offers before they proceed into the platform, perhaps obviously branded as your own colors and schemes as well. Got my username and password, so let's log in. This is the main menu screen. You can have this as feature rich, as simple as you want it. I'm going to show you a variety of different methods of ordering products, just to show you that we do cater for different types of the way that customers place orders and select products, and how product variants can be handled as well in the platform. So let's start by clicking on Browse. Notice how fast the platform works, because your system isn't doing any of the heavy lifting. It's merely exporting data. It's our systems that are crunching all of that data. In this example, I've got categories and subcategories. You might organize your products differently, but let's start by clicking on chemicals at the top and click on Browse. Obviously, imagine your own products. In this first section, you can have a variety of information here, maybe stock across different depots and things like that. And very intuitively, I click on the great big plus sign, click OK, and I've added the item to the basket. Let's click on the back button. Let's click on a different category. Let's come down here to food and groceries and click on Browse. I've got some promotional activity I can show you in this sector. So, for example, buy 3 of these cases, I get 1 free. So simple communicated promotion. I buy 3, it will automatically add another free one, and I'll show you that in a moment. Different ways of handling units of measure. For example, in this example, I'm fixed to these particular units of measure. You might allow your customers to type in, I want 3 or 7, for example. And variants can be handled in many different ways as well. So I want this particular product, I need it to be in 1.2 kilos, and please can you shrink wrap it or something like that. Or it could be technical products where it's saying I want it to be 110 volts, stainless steel, and asking multiple configurations perhaps, or builds. Technical filters if you want as well. And by the way, all these features are often honorables. You don't have to have everything depending on what data sets you have available. And of course, you can grow with it. I'm just showing you a broad scope at the moment. In this example, just simply picking a technical filter, and it goes from thousands of products down to 4 or 5 in an instant like that, making it easy for your customers to find product. I'll come down into materials and click on Browse. Deliberately going snappily through the platform because this is how fast your customers would use it. Here's a promotion. Buy any 3 items from one group, and there's several items in that. I get to choose something manually free. So I'll just make this quick and order 3 of these. And you can see I've already built a basket of 5 items up. So let's click on the basket here and see what's in there. And you can see there's my 3 cases of Coke, perhaps. And when I qualify down here, if I change it to 2 cases, I no longer qualify for that promotion, and the free one has disappeared. Here's the other one. It's a silly promo. It defaults to a free fireplace, but don't worry, it gets sillier. Let's click on the options button and change that to something more useful for me. Free door, perhaps. And that changes on the fly. And like I said, you can define who gets to see or have access to that promotion, allowing you to precisely target your margins rather than the typical PDF brochure or printed material that goes out to everybody. Shopping lists are hugely popular in the B2B world, especially in the food and drink sector. This is where the system does 3 things if you want. It can auto-generate lists of the regular items that buyer is buying from you and making it easy for them to repeat order those products. Secondly, the buyer himself can create his own list of products and give them a name for whatever reason, again, making it easy for him to repeat order. Thirdly, you can create a list of products for whatever reason and push them into a client's platform. It could be the latest range of slow-moving stock that you're selling off, or a new product launch perhaps that you've launched, or a seasonal range of recipe products, or quite simply products that you've priced specially for the next quarter coming, things like that. Use the favorites, as the name suggests, the regular items I want to access regardless of when I order them. And if imagery is relevant, then I can access multiple imagery and descriptions as well in the platform. In fact, I was going to show you. I'll go into there. You might have quantity price breaks for clients where they can see quantity break pricing. By clicking on the letter I, the orange one you see there, I can access the media library for that product's PDFs, brochures, and videos. And a super fast way, for example, when I click on technical information, this deliberately large multi-page document I added here in my demo account opens up instantly and flawlessly. If I click on installation guide, even something with high resolution images opens instantly and flawlessly within the platform. A website could never compete with this performance. And when it's this quick and easy to access information, I'm not clogging up your phone lines. And maybe I'm a chef, I need that recipe, or somebody's asked me for that allergy information or that MSDS. Great, give me your email address. Let me send it to you directly from within my device here. Obviously, I can go to the search bar and search for products by name, product code, tag word, etc. And this is where I can turn my device into a scanning tool by clicking on this little barcode function. I've got a little book of barcodes and QR codes here. I'm trying to do two things at one. And then I can just simply scan a QR code as it is on this occasion, and it brings up the respective product or products for repeat ordering or accessing information about. And you can get pretty clever with that. Offer your customers bin locations or QR codes on the side of a machine. So when the consumable runs out, they can just scan it and reorder it perhaps. Special offers can be communicated throughout the platform in many different ways. And our customers, like I said, report an increase in the number of orders and an increase in the average basket spend as well. AG Bar launched the platform, like I say, and they saw a 10% increase in basket spend. Another company, they got 80% of their orders coming in via SwiftCloud and a 15% increase in average basket spend. And Dale Drinks I've already mentioned, and the other company that got an 18% increase in basket spend just in the first 4 weeks of launching SwiftCloud. And that's the big difference that SwiftCloud makes, because they get to see a breadth of products, different product categories, price points they didn't know were available, units of measure they didn't know were available. And then there's what I call the Amazon factor, the convenience factor. I'm here building up an order. I see a product and it's actually more expensive than the regular guy. Get it from, but I ain't got time to be ringing them right now. Let me just get it from you guys. It's going to arrive tomorrow. And that convenience is a powerful driver for volume as well. You can see we've got 7 items in the basket now. So what I'm going to do is take the opportunity to nip across and show you our web portal. So we offer a browser-based version of SwiftCloud, which you can add simply to your landing page or marketing website without any additional cost there associated to your own website. And this lovely modern looking clean web portal that we are in the process of launching. So you will just go onto the new version of it. But rapid navigation and filtering through the platform, really nice clean product card feature set to access the information and place orders. Obviously, I've got my favorites, my shopping lists, download order confirmations and things like I can in the app. I can even upload orders via a template. And the basket is shared across the app and the web. So if I quickly just nip across to the old version of SwiftCloud, ignore what this one looks like. I want to show you that people can navigate freely between devices because it never sessions out or times out. So if I just go to the basket here, you can see on this old version, works for me, there we go. That if I randomly add, you can see I've got 7 items in the basket. If I randomly add, I don't know, 2 bottles of whatever this olive oil is, nip back to the app, you'll see that the olive oil has immediately added itself to the basket. And I've got 8 items here. Just as when I refreshed my page here, you'll see that I've got 8 items there. And the reason that means that your customers can start and finish an order however they want, whenever they want. It doesn't session out, it doesn't time out. And as one lady wrote in to us saying, I used to have to write on a bit of paper in order to remember what to order and find time to place an order. Now I just build it in the app and I press a button when I'm ready. So they're never far away from being able to engage. A completely different experience for them. You can see I've got 8 items in the basket. Obviously, the checkout process we're very familiar with. We're doing our personal lives. But of course, in the B2B world, it will reflect their terms and their information and the services that you offer. Sorry for the delay in the way that you're seeing that on there. It's because of the software I'm using to put it up on the screen. So you might reflect delivery or click and collect options, minimum order quantities, minimum order values, minimum order charges. You might offer a date-based delivery option, or it might be just standard options. But notice in this date-based delivery demo, I can only select from Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Maybe there's truck routes or logic, such as geography, that only allow me to select from those particular days. maybe multiple delivery addresses, drop-down addresses that I can select from, perhaps, in this example. And purchase order numbers can be mandatory or optional depending on how you operate. And I can simply submit that order. It deals with both credit account customers as well as cash in advance customers, of course, allowing them to pay you via the platform if they are cash in advance customer. And with that integration, then that order has now gone into your system as if somebody had manually typed it in and pressed enter. If you're whatever your next process is, then my apologies for that. So that's just the network again. It's processing the order there. So with that order, obviously I'm not connected to a backend system. That order would now go into your systems if somebody had manually typed it in and press enter. There, in fact, I'll quickly, I'm conscious of time, just quickly show you that obviously customers can access order history and a media library if they want, invoice data, back order information as well. So I'm just whizzing through this at a bit of a pace here, because I just want to finish with the sales manager module. The sales manager module works in exactly the same way, but it's designed for your staff out and about on the road, enabling them to place orders on behalf of customers. By clicking on this top left-hand bar, they can access the customers they're allowed to have access to and place orders on behalf of them and offer deals and discounts if that's what you offer. And I can place orders for that account. So as if I'm holding their device in my hand, and you might offer me a price override feature, for example. You might allow me to see what my current cost price information is for that product to allow me to help me make the right deal with the client. I can see their order history, I can see their favorites and things like that as well, and place orders on behalf of them as well. And a customer admin section allowing me some basic CRM features, appending notes and seeing account information, for example. I apologize if the pace of the demo is a bit fast there. I'm just conscious of the time here. Just to conclude then really that it's a fully serviced solution as well. We don't just sell you it and disappear. You'll be assigned a single point of contact for all your ongoing training and support needs on a day-to-day basis to help you get the best out of the platform. That includes training your staff, training new starters, giving you marketing advice, how to increase your uptake. We'll ensure you have a successful launch of the platform at the beginning as well. And that's not to be confused with the 24/7 technical support on the platform itself. So a fully serviced solution. Typical implementation.
Actually, sorry, Jim, that was going to be one of the questions that literally has come in. How long would this process take to get the app started from the initial conversation through to go live? Obviously, timed it quite well for your onboarding process, but just have you got a feel for how long it might take? And does it vary differing on sector and number of SKUs?
I wouldn't say it varies on sector or the number of SKUs. It's more, it just seems to be a typical elapsed time of around 5 months or so. Sometimes it can be longer, sometimes it can be quicker. It really depends how responsive the client is themselves as well. And there's different ways as to how we can access the data. You might be au fait of getting the data out yourselves, or you might give us read-only access and we just query the tables and dump out what we need ourselves. And there's so many different ways of us supporting you to get it up and running quickly. So sometimes it can be quicker, and it's not 5 months worth of work. It just seems to be, it's probably only 2 to 3 weeks worth of work, but it's just spread out as an iterative process as well. You know, does that look right? Is it picking up the right pricing? Right. Okay, move on to the next thing. Right. And so on. So until it's fully ready and absolutely working 100%. And then of course, customer success help you with the training and the launch towards the end as well. So that gives you a rough idea, hopefully. Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect.
State-of-the-art hardware and software, fully GDPR compliant, employs encryption, and it's on multiple data centers around the UK for security and redundancy as well. Any questions before I just quickly touch on pricing?
No, but pricing was going to be the next question. Someone's already asked about pricing, so you know.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. So the pricing structure is that there's a single one-off setup fee followed by a monthly service and support and implementation fee. The single one-off setup fee, only ever paid once, of course, is normally £14,950. Ignoring the next 2 rows for the moment, because they're only dependent on whether you take those modules, so ignore the next 2. So one-off £14,950. So the first module charge, whichever it is, which is typically the app for our customers, is £575 per month. Additionally, if you wanted the desktop web portal version of SwiftCloud, that's only an additional £275 per month. If you have salespeople out and about on the road, that's only £275 a month. And push notifications, those banner messages for your customers, is £75 a month. And it's typically one or more of the first 4 modules that most people take. Because of the relationship that we have with you guys and the process that we're in, obviously, in promoting SwiftCloud, there is a deal there to be had. So if you do take more than one module, there's certainly a discount available on that monthly fee. And we'll look to be doing you something special on the upfront one-off fee as well, if you're looking to proceed sooner rather than later. So that's an encouragement there for you to get in touch, have the full demo and a conversation with us, and we'll do you a killer deal to have the best in B2B on the market. And of course, there's other modules as well, and we can discuss them. The different tiers simply reflect the number of orders that go through SwiftCloud per month. It's not a hard limit. Nothing stops if you go over that. But obviously, you might be a business with thousands of orders, 10 depots up and down the country, 25 sales guys around the world. That's a bigger animal to service and support. So the price reflects that. But actually, the effective cost per order continues to come down the more orders that go through SwiftCloud. So we incentivize it over the longer term in that way. And for us, it's about the long-term relationship with our clients.
Jim, we've had another question, maybe too long for today, but let me ask you anyway. If necessary, we can take it offline. So at what point of the order processing does it reserve the stock? And is there a timeout to free it up if the order is not submitted? So you obviously said that people keep things in their basket. How does that work?
That's a very good question. Yes, so SwiftCloud, at the point of adding the item in the basket, is not holding the stock. It's when they go to the checkout process, it rechecks the stock instantaneously at that particular moment in time, and obviously highlights any stock errors since they added it to the basket, should it have been a longer time. But it's only in the last moment of checkout that it actually then is going to hold that stock for that moment. And what it will do is, if you spend too many seconds in that checkout process, it will just flick you back out into the basket stage again, where it's no longer holding the stock, giving you time to do whatever you want to do. So it's only in the very final checkout process where you might be, if you're a cash in advance customer, putting in your card or bank details, or a credit account customer, that's in that moment. So you're eliminating stock out errors as well, due to the nature of the way that it checks the most latest stock position as well.
Great, thank you. Yeah.
There is a business case, and there's a lot of information that we can offer you regarding the genuine return on investment. We've got some tremendous case studies as well. I think I did have something highlighted here, like Dale Drinks, 184 hours in a month alone saved from data entry tasks, 41% higher in value in orders. Beer company, in-app purchases are 18.7% up on products that they weren't previously ordered by customers. And this is the kind of thing that we typically see as well. Massive changes since the pandemic, that red line there. A big rise in digitalization, took on a whole different trajectory after the pandemic as well. So lots of case study information in there as well. Bang on 12:30. How's that? I whizzed through that.
Great. Thank you, Jim. I was just checking the chat. There don't seem to be any further questions. But as always, if anybody does get in touch with us after the session, then we can direct them through to you. Likewise, if anyone wants any further information, we can arrange a call. So thank you so much for the information today that you've shared, Jim. And the webinar will be sent out on demand, and it'll be also available on our website. Once again, thank you, Jim, for presenting, and thank you, everyone, for attending.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.